What's up, guys? Gun here. Hope this video finding you well. Welcome back, sports. Welcome back, MLB. Great opening night, and hopefully many more successful nights to come. In this video, I'm going to be addressing a frequently asked question. I get it all the time, and it's about importing and exporting lineups and contest entries through CSVs. So, DraftKings and FanDuel and Yahoo and all these different sites that allow you to mass enter contests actually have the ability to allow you to use a standalone lineup builder, an optimizer, if you will, to make your lineups, and then you can transfer that information via Excel spreadsheets and upload it back to the site. And it's a whole lot easier than click and edit one by one. And this is something that, if you're new to DFS, it's definitely worth investing a little bit of time to learn how to use an optimizer if you intend on being a multi-lineup person. And I don't even mean playing just 50, 100, 150 lineups. I think I use an optimizer in CSVs for just 20 lineups. It helps organize my approach every night. So in this video, we're going to talk specifically how to do it via FanDuel. We're going to enter 150 lineups on FanDuel. I'm going to show you guys how to download that CSV, then script the 150 lineups with your optimizer, and transfer the information from one CSV to the other. Before we do that, if you would like to help me out, hit the thumbs up on this video, drop a comment below. After 4 months of inactivity, you might imagine the YouTube algorithm will kind of keep me away from your front page, and that's just because the channel has been a little bit idle and there's no interaction. So in order to stir it back up, I need you guys to help me out with those likes, with a couple comments, and if you follow me on Twitter and you see this video tweeted out, go ahead and hit that young retweet button. I would surely appreciate it. So step one here, let's go to FanDuel.com. Let's open up the main page lobby and let's reserve 150 entries into a contest. So what we're going to do is we're going to target this 1 million to first $3 return rally contest. So we're going to click the enter button. Most of you guys should know this part already. And we're going to make what I call a dummy lineup. You can use a lineup that involves players that you expect to play. If you've already done some light research, and that's a great way to kind of set some lineups and be a little bit safer. The whole idea behind this lineup, if you do it like that, is God forbid something happened throughout the day, you don't make it in time for lock, or your upload fails before lock. If something happens and you're stuck with whatever you saved, your lineup gives you a fighting chance, and then maybe you can late swap your way to success. Now, I actually have the luxury of not having to leave the house. I work from home doing DFS, so I don't play it that safe or that meticulous. But what I do, LOL I like to go to the last couple of games and make my dummy lineup just with guys in those games. I don't even pay attention to who I'm clicking. I really just click those names. So that way, if I do have an error before lock to upload lineups, or something did happen and I don't make it back in time for first game lock or what have you, I'm not locked into those games, and I can still late swap my way through hopefully a salvageable night. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the LA Angels and Oakland game. Now remember, there are some parameters to lineups. You can only have 4 players from each team, and you got to have representatives from at least 2 games. So we don't want to overstack here. Let's grab a couple Oakland guys. Frankie Montas is the projected starting pitcher. Let's go get Olsen. Let's go get LaStella for the Angels here. Matt Chapman. We're not I don't care if they're playing or not at this point. I'm just making a lineup that's going to reserve me some spots. Let's go to the San Francisco game. Outfield, 1, 2, 3, and the util spot. Bam. Right now, we should have 1, 2, 3. We should have an eligible lineup to enter this contest. So we're going to hit enter, and voila, we have entered one lineup into this contest. Now, it'll give us an option to enter more contests with this lineup that we created. Do not sit here and click enter 149 times. Much easier way to go about doing it. So let's X this out. Let's go back to the lobby, and then go back to MLB, open that up, and right there on the lobby, you'll see sort contest by, and then to the right, you'll see an arrow with like a door and then multiple arrows with like a door. Click the multiple arrows with the like a door, and then you'll see an option to actually hand type in the quantity of lineups that you would like to submit. So since we're working on this $3 contest and we've already entered one, we want 150. We're going to type 149. And then at the bottom, you'll see one contest, 149 entries, $447 total would be the cost here. So let's click choose lineup, and we're going to enter, and then we're going to click that lineup again to confirm, enter, and it's going to process all those entries and reserve us the 150 total spots into this contest. And once this is done processing, what we'll do is we'll go to the upcoming tab. In just a moment. It's taking a little bit longer. There we go. Boom. We'll go to the upcoming tab. And what we want to do now is download the CSV. So we're going to click CSV edit and download a CSV template. We'll click that, and this will download us the Excel CSV with the contest information and our dummy lineup 150 times. We're going to leave this CSV as is in our Excel file. Leave it up. All right, then we're going to go over to our optimizer. I'm going to personally use Fantasy Labs, but you can use any optimizer that allows you to download your lineups into a CSV. Fantasy Labs, Roto Grinders, Fantasy Cruncher, there's so many of them out there. I personally think Labs is the best for baseball, so I'm going to use that. And I'm not going to use any specific parameters or anything like that. This video is going to be more so about the process of the transfer of CSVs, not the process of lineup creation. So make sure you have the right slate selected no matter what optimizer you're using. It can be a rookie mistake to not have that selected. We're going to have the main game 11 or main slate 11 game slate. And then we're going to just go script 150 lineups. Nothing, no parameters or anything like that. We're just going to script it. I'm going to go ahead to ease the stress on the software. I'm going to put my min salary to 80%. We're going to save that. And we're just going to generate 150 lineups. And once the optimizer is done processing 150 lineups for you, you'll be able to go ahead and download that CSV. While that's processing, I want to remind you guys that it's a good practice to leave your CSV from your contest entries open. For baseball, you tend to have plenty of time before lock to have your lineups finished and uploaded and whatnot. But if you're going to branch out into like a sport like NBA where there's a lot of pre-lock information, news that can shake the slate, 10 minutes before lock, 8 minutes before lock, you're going to really start having some photo finishes with mass entries. So I like to make sure that my CSV from FanDuel is open, or DraftKings even, and that way I can always quickly copy and paste, save, upload. I do want to remind you that this CSV is only representing the contest that you have already downloaded, or already entered before you downloaded the CSV. So if I entered this 150 lineups and downloaded the CSV, and then while I'm making lineups, I went back and entered 20 contests here, 30 contests there. Those contests would not be reflected in this CSV unless I go back and download a new CSV. So always make sure you have the most recent CSV from the site. All right, now let's go back to our optimizer. It's almost done getting us our 150 lineups. And once we have that, we'll be able to start the next phase of this process, which is a pretty simple copy and paste transfer. So all you're going to need is FanDuel open, your optimizer site open, and two Excel files open, and that's it. That's all the process is. It's pretty simple. Once you get it, you'll get it. It could be very intimidating and confusing at first, but you'll get it. So let's save this 150 lineups, and now Fantasy Labs is going to bring me to a page to download the 150. So a couple of clicks here, and once that's downloaded, we're going to upload it, we're going to open it, and you'll see the two different Excel files. So this is the file I just downloaded from Fantasy Labs featuring 150 lineups. All it is position and ID numbers for players. Some optimizers will use the ID numbers from the site, or they'll just use the player names. I don't really think it matters as long as you have something that correctly associates the player that you want. So what we're going to do here is we're going to copy all 150 lineups here, just drag and or click and drag, copy, and then we're going to come over to this FanDuel file, and at the top here, I'll make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. I can expand the C column a little bit, and you'll see this is that return rally contest. I want to make sure I start under the pitcher column, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste, and you should see it all highlighted from what you've just pasted on there. Those are all what we just inputted. So those represent the 150 lineups that we just scripted. I'm going to go ahead and save this file, and now this file is ready to be re-uploaded to FanDuel. So we're going to go back to FanDuel on that same square where we downloaded our CSV template. If you forget how to get there, it's in your upcoming lineups page, CSV edit. Boom, we have the template. Now we can go to upload file, click choose file, and then we just get that FanDuel template that we just saved, and we'll click edit, and this is going to process. Now, if you upload this, 1 to 2 minutes before lock, depending on your connection and how the site's running, it's not a guarantee that all 150 will correctly process and get in there. So make sure you're giving yourself enough time to have a full-on CSV file transfer. 5+ minutes would probably be the most optimal. If you have incur an error before lock and you reach out to customer support, the rule of thumb by both sites in my history has been they want you to give yourself 15 minutes. But you see, once you've uploaded it, you'll see all of your 150 lineups represented in your upcoming lineups page. If you wanted to edit again, you can do the same process. Go to CSV edit. You can either use the same CSV that you already have, or if you made a couple more entries into other contests, or you're running this 150 into a whole nother second contest, you'd have to download a new CSV and then click copy and paste again. But it's that simple. You transfer one CSV to the other. It seems a little bit complex on your first try or two, but once you do it a couple times, you become a pro, and it's pretty easy. It's much easier than it looks at first glance. Anyway, that's how we upload 150 lineups on FanDuel. Hopefully this video helps you out. If you have any more questions when it comes to stuff like this, I'm going to try and get you guys a DraftKings one as well. Just let me know in the comments below, and just stay tuned to the channel for more tips and tricks videos and a whole lot of slate breakdown content and strategy videos. And don't forget, check out that premium Discord. Get signed up, man. Twitter.com/GundackerSports. Until next time, I love you guys. Good luck. God bless. And go win some money.